Well, howdy y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I am Striking, and we are back with another episode of High Altitude Alchemy. I can't wait to get back into today's episode. We're going to get started with some blood magic and maybe even some malum. So definitely looking forward to it. Without further ado, let's just jump right back in and let's get started. Alrighty, so in today's episode, we have a lot to get done because I want to get into blood magic. We're kind of gated at this point behind blood magic and malum, so we need to get those two things up and running. Now, you'll notice a few things I've done here in between episodes, so I'll just kind of go over those things here with you real quick. I did go and explore a little bit in the nether and looted some bastions. So at the bottom of some of the treasure bastions, there are these there are some loot chests, and some of those loot chests do contain some diamond power flowers. So I was able to loot some diamond power flowers. So we got a little bit of extra EMC generation. I did also go ahead and make some machines from thermal. So we have the multi-servo press, so we can make some plates and gears a little bit easier. We have the alloy smelter, we have the pulverizer, and then the centrifugal separator. We also got the energetic infuser, so we can charge up our angel ring, so we have our creative flight. I also went up to solar panel level 4 for power generation, so we're generating, each panel generates 2 million FE total. It can hold up to 2 million FE total. Generates about 134 FE per tick. So not too bad, but I also went ahead and made a mob spawner. So I made one of the really big mob spawners where they just drop down the tunnel and then you can kill them. So I didn't want to make one of the really tall ones where they die as soon as they fall down, because I am going to need to kill them myself at some point for the malum mod. So I just left it as where they fall down and then you have to kill them yourself. So that's where we're at with that. So I just have a bunch of mobs just hanging out. I also went ahead and made this little farm area. So I had made an area over here, and originally I just had it with some wooden fences for what's called blessed earth. And it's the cursed earth alternative, and it's like in with mob grinding utils, how you have dreadful dirt and then the I can't think of what you call it, but the alternative to the dreadful dirt, where you get like passive mobs to spawn. Blessed earth is like that, so you get a ton of passive mobs to spawn, including a ton of Ars Nouveau mods. Well, I had a bunch of whirly sprigs because I left it while I was AFK for a little bit by accident. And I had a ton of whirly sprigs just flying around my base. So, also with the cursed or the blessed earth, if you leave it, it does turn into cursed earth, which then catches fire. And then the fire was catching my wooden fence on fire, and then all the passive mobs were escaping, and it was just a mess. There was mobs everywhere, passive mobs, but they were just everywhere, and it was just a mess. So I made this little enclosed area so that no more escapees. I have this mob filter player here panels so that I could just walk through without needing a door, but mobs can't walk through. It's essentially like the ethereal glass, but just from a different mod. So, yeah, eventually we'll put more of the blessed earth in here when we need it. But for right now, I don't need it right this second. I don't need passive mobs, so I'm just leaving it empty for now. I think that's most of what I did in my spare time. I did go ahead and transmute some mobs in between episodes as well to get some mob drops. So I used our Philosopher's Stone and just changed mobs. So I got an Ender Pearl, I got gas tiers, we have our blaze spawner. So I got a blaze spawner, which is just in this cardboard box here. So we got blaze rods, and then we were able to turn that into blaze powder. So with the ender pearls and the blaze rods, we were able to get eyes of ender. But we are kind of gated right now. So where we're at in the quest book is we need to get silver, and we also need to get glowstone dust. And we can't get really either of those without getting into blood magic and malum. So silver ingots, it says gold and tin combined with medium covalence dust and a reinforced slate will produce silver. Well, the reinforced slate is from blood magic. And the only way to get the reinforced slate is through, let me show you, where's the recipe? Ah, here we go. So it's going to be in the Hellfire Forge, which is from blood magic itself. And then the reinforced slate comes from the blood altar, which is a blank slate. And then you put the blank slate into the blood altar, and then you get the reinforced slate. So that's kind of where we're at. So we have a few things that we need to get done. So we're going to go ahead and get our blank slate recipe. We need to make the blood altar. Blood altar is just some stone, furnace, and gold ingots, so we can easily do that. So let's grab our stone. And let's see, so we need stone. We're also going to need cobblestone to make our well, we don't need to. We have furnaces. Furnace. Let's grab some furnaces. And then we just need our gold ingots. Gold ingots. So we can make the blood altar. And to start out, the blood altar, I don't think you need any additional, like, placement or anything. So there, eventually you're going to need, like, a whole setup for blood magic, where you need, like, to add a bunch of runes and stuff. But I think the first tier, I think it's just the blood altar. I think you could just do just like this, and you're good to go. So we are going to need a sacrificial knife to get our blood into the altar. Nope, that's... I was doing too many things, talking while trying to search. Knife. So let's see, we have our sacrificial knife. It's going to be glass, gold, and iron. Which we have all of that, no problem. So let's grab all of that. Glass. All right. And then I should be able to make that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our blood altar. And I think if I just stand over it like this. Nope. There we go. So if you right-click with the sacrificial knife while you're standing next to the blood altar, it's going to injure you, and your blood is going to start to fill up the blood altar, your life essence. So, you know, it does take some of your own blood, but then you are going to start filling up that blood altar. So definitely make sure you have a good source of food for this. But we're going to go ahead and do that. All right. So then we're going to want to go ahead and I think we just have to throw in any old stone. We might be able to just click it in. Let's see. Yeah, we could click it in. So then it's going to go ahead and use up that life essence that's in the blood altar to turn our stone into a blank slate. Okay, so we're grabbing our blank slate. Now, I think I forgot to EMC my sacrificial knife. I did. Okay, so we got our sacrificial knife. The blank slate at this time can't be EMC'd, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Then we're going to have to make our, let's see, we're going to use the blank slate. We need to make the alchemy table. So, let's see. So we need the blank slate. Okay. So we need stone and we need planks. So let's grab our plank. All right. And then we should be able to make our alchemy table. All right. Let's also go ahead and sleep while we're here, just so we don't end up spawning anything we don't want to here at our base. And then we'll go back over here. So we have our alchemy table. We can go ahead and just set that down over here as well. That's not quite what I wanted. Like this. There we go. All right, so we have our alchemy table, so we'll be able to go ahead and do stuff with that. We're going to need to make another blank slate. So let's make one of those. And then I think we just put the blank slate back in, but let me just double check for our, what do you call it? So for the silver recipe, let's see. So for silver, we need a reinforced slate, which is, oh, we need a tier 2 blood altar. Okay. So we are going to need to up our altar a little bit here. So let's see. I know there's supposed to be a book. I don't think... Maybe we have the book? I don't know if we have the book or not. Let me see. We have the Akashic Tome. Might be this one. Yeah, this one is blood magic. Okay, blood altar. Alright, so tier 1. And then tier 2. Okay. 8 total runes. The runes in the cardinals can be upgraded, but the corner runes cannot act as upgrade runes yet. Okay. So we need to get some runes. So there's the blank runes. We need a blank slate for each one. So we need to do all of that. We also need to get an orb. So we got to get a little bit here. So weak blood orb is going to be a block of iron. So let's do that first. Yeah, so we definitely have to get into a bit of blood magic here. So let's do this. Put our thingy-mabob in here. And I have to put more life essence in. Okay. Then we should get our... Alright, cool. So we get our weak orb. And we need to bind that. Okay, so that should be bound to us. Current owner, Cy Strikeling. That's me. Alright. And then I need... we need a few more things. So we're gonna need... let's see. So blank rune. So we're going to need more blank slates. I don't think... Maybe we can automate it. Oh, I have the hiccups. I'm sorry. Let's see. Were our pipes EMC-able? No. So, item... No. Not what I wanted. Let me grab this real quick. Alright, so we got our blank slate, but let me grab some Ember's item pipes real quick. Item pipes. So that's lead. Okay, let's grab a bunch of lead. I'm gonna make another stack of lead plates. So that'll get working. Do I have any lead plates available? I do. Okay. So we can make some item pipes. And then we also need the extractor. Extractor. Item extractor. So we need caminite plate. Those I know are EMC-able. Caminite plate and the... covalence dust. Okay. So we'll make a couple of these. And then I also need the lever. All right. And so let's see. Can I... Oh, I also need chests. That would help. I need storage to put the stuff in. Let's grab 2 of these. Alright, let's see. So if I do item pipe, item extractor, and then a chest, and then item extractor, item pipe, and a chest. And then we need a lever here and a lever here. If I put stone... Okay. Will this automatically do one at a time? No. That just sucks it all out. Well, poo. Let's see. What if I do it this way? Let's try this. I don't know if this is gonna work either, but I guess we could try. Because I don't think the Embers pipes have like a way to filter. Unless I just do... I could do like a hopper and then fill it with... something different. Maybe, I mean, I could try that, but this is fine. Okay, so that's still going. I think it's just trying to do the whole stack at once. All right. So let's see if I remove this. And... well, I don't want to just put the... I don't want it to take what I've already done, so we'll leave it for right now. Alright, let's heal up. Okay. I guess I don't need to really eat that much, but sure. Alright. So this is still going. Hopefully it's doing the whole stack at once. That would be ideal, because it's going to take a lot of these. I don't know if it'll kill you if you keep doing the knife or not. I honestly am not sure. I mean, what do we have to lose at this point? Yep. Sure does. All right. I guess we found that out, huh? I thought maybe it would just, like, stop and wouldn't take any more of your life essence, but no. It, for sure, definitely kills you. Alright. I mean, it's still going. It's still taking it, so I'm guessing it's doing all of them at once. I don't remember how much it is per each. Honestly, I didn't realize it could do multiple at once. Otherwise, I could have given it, like, maybe 10. But 54 at once, I guess, sounds good. Alright. That's still going. How much is it per? 5 LP per tick, but it doesn't say... I don't see where it says how much total. Weird. You would think it would tell you how much total. But it does not. Alright. Just gonna keep topping off the blood altar here until it's done. Alright, so we should have enough blank runes now to be able to make, or blank slates, rather, to be able to make the blank runes for our tier 2 altar. So let's see. Blood, magic, runes. So we've got our blank runes, and each craft is going to make 2, so that's good. Let's see. So we can make 10, and then we can also, we should be able to upgrade them, but it does take more blank slates. Let's see. So I do have a few more blank slates, and I can go ahead and I should be able to upgrade these. Oh, we need sugar. Do I have sugar? I don't think I have sugar yet. I don't think so. Sugar. No, we don't have sugar yet, so we can't make speed runes, but that's fine. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to set up our spot where we're going to put our, blood altar. So if I go like this, let's see, blood altar, the blood altar. We want to go to tier 5 because eventually that's what we're gonna have to make. But I want it to be up quite a bit. So let's see, if I go like this, let's unhide you. No, you're gonna have to go up some more. Let's just put more of these up so we can figure out how high we need it, because that's definitely way too low. So let's see, go like this, clear it, and then we'll put it back out. So I think here. Is that ground level? Yeah, that's ground level, but so big. Shoot. Man, what do I want to do? Because this is going to be huge when we get to tier 5. Alright, let me build out a little bit more first. And then we'll put it on the newly built out area. So I'm going to grab, I'm going to put all this stuff away. I'm going to build out an area for this specifically. And then hopefully we'll have some more room. Because that's a lot bigger than I was thinking it was going to be. I know it was big, but even that's bigger than I thought. So I'm going to go ahead and build out a bigger area. And then I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so I've added on to our area here. This should be big enough now, hopefully. So let's go ahead and try that again. I think it was here. Let's see. If I do this, is this too high? Too high. Let's try one lower. Let's try that. Okay, that does put it ground level. Okay, perfect. So what I need to do then is I need our blank runes. They are gonna go here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then each corner. Okay. Now we can get rid of the image. All right. We can get rid of these. Well, I need to keep it for a second. Because what I'm going to do is we're going to put our blood altar back down. And then now we can get rid of those. Okay. So for now, our blood altar is going to float. But I can build some stairs, so that's fine. Let's make some stairs in the meantime, I guess. We can make a little platform up here. Like that. And then we'll make some stairs. All right. Let's see. Stairs. Okay. And go like this. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay. Like this. We're almost there. And then put our stairs here. Alright. And that'll get us up to our blood altar for now. It'll work. It's not ideal, but it'll work. But at least this way we have the area for our blood altar so that as we continue to expand it, we're already making the layout for our tier 5 because we just keep expanding on the tier 2. So this here should be the tier 2. Now, what I need to do is take the slates. I'm going to need to put more blood in here. So let's do that. Oh, come on. I still had a full heart. I call BS on that. I had a full heart. I thought it usually just takes me down to a half a heart. Alright, well, you know what? Whatever. Alright, so we've got that. Alright. Go ahead and eat. And then what we're gonna do, we could put some of this stuff away. This away, put that away. Okay, cool. So now we need to put the blank slates back in here. We can clear our death marker. And I think if we put the blank slate in here, it should start making it into that other slate that we need, I believe. I'm pretty sure. There we go. Reinforced slate. That's it. Okay, perfect. So now we got the reinforced slate. So now we should be able to, or almost able to make silver. I think we need to make the other thing. We are going to need a tartaric gem. I thought the tartaric gems were from Malum, but I guess not. Okay. But that's fine. We can do that. So we got reinforced slate. Okay, so we need the petty tartaric gem. And that is going to be glass, lapis, redstone, and gold. So we need gold, glass. We can grab all this back. We need redstone. Why do I hear a zombie? Why is there a zombie? Hello, Mr. Zombie. Can we not? Oh, because I forgot to light up that area. Shoot. Okay, well, you know what? Mistakes may have been made. We need to sleep, and then we need some torches. Torch. We definitely made a bit of a mob spawner over here. Alright. I think we got them all. Okie dokie. Let's fix this. Put lights all around so we don't get mobs. Because that was not my intention. Alright. Phew. Okie dokie. So, we needed... What were we doing? Oh yeah, we need lapis. And we can put some of this stuff away. Okay. So we need lapis. I was like, I should not be hearing mobs over here. And then, alright, let's see. What else did we need? Okay, so we need a soul to begin with. So we're going to need a soul snare. So in order to start out getting a soul, so you store souls in these tartaric gems. But to get a soul to make the tartaric gem, we need a soul snare, which is this thing. So we have to put this in the blood altar. So we need to put string in the blood altar to get a soul snare. Then you kill the mob. You throw the soul snare at the mob. Then you kill it, and it gives you a soul. So let's put this in here. That should make us our soul snare. Okay, we have a soul snare. And I don't know how many we're going to need, so I'm going to make a couple. I don't want to put my pickaxe in there. How many do I need? Oh, it only needs one will to make the petty tartaric. Okay, that's fine. Then we only need one. So, we'll go ahead and we'll throw this and then kill our mobs. Alright. I don't know if I killed the one that I needed. I did. Okay. So we got our demon will. And then, so now we need to use our alchemy table. And we're going to put in all of our ingredients. So it's a redstone, gold, glass, and lapis. Redstone, wait. That's not it. We need the hellfire forge, not the alchemy table. Duh. We need... Hellfire Forge. That's you. Okay. So what are we missing? We need stone. And I need a block of iron. Need that. And that. Okay, Hellfire Forge. I had the wrong thing by accident, but that's okay. So we'll put our Hellfire Forge down. There we go. Alright, redstone. Lapis. Nope, your torches. Lapis. Glass. And gold. And demon will. That should make us our petty tartaric gem. Okay. So now this should absorb the demon will. Yeah, so now it tells you there's raw will inside of the petty tartaric gem. Alright. Then we should be able to make like a scythe. That's going to use demon will to unleash its full potential. But I think that also gets us... I think these weapons and stuff get us the will. Let's see. Hellfire Forge. Minimum. Oh, but it uses up the Petty Tartaric, so we would need to make another Petty Tartaric. I see. Okay. So, you're 4 attack... Oh. 1 attack damage? What on earth am I supposed to do with that? That seems... no bueno. Well... Because I think if I just use a regular sword, I don't think this is going to get any... So right now we have 2.97 will. So if I kill some mobs... I don't think it's going to go up. Yeah, it doesn't. I think you have to use the sentient stuff. So let's see. So I'm going to need to make another one of you. Okay, so we get 1 and 1 of you, 1 of you, and 1 of you. And put you here. That should make me another Petty Tartaric. Okay. Then I should be able to do an iron sword. Let me just grab a fresh one, because I don't know if it's going to take the durability. So let's do iron sword. And I think you're in the... yeah, Hellfire Forge. So we've got this one. Nope. You go in here as an ingredient. You go here. Okay. So we have our sentient sword. So now will I be able to collect the... So we have 1.97. So if I kill them now... Does it go up? Yeah. So we have to kill mobs with our sentient weapon in order to collect souls in our Tartaric gem. Which I kind of suspected, but that's fine. So we can do that. At least that's why we have our mob farm, because we can just take them out easy. Okay. So that should be filling up. Yep, we're up to 17.7. Okay, cool. So we've got all of that. Now, what was it we were looking to do? Oh yeah, silver. So it takes 64 will to make 1 silver ingot. Okay, so we're not quite there yet. So I'm just going to continue to kill mobs with my sentient sword. Oh, I see. So it goes up. The damage goes up. I guess maybe the higher our... I think the higher our demon will is, the higher the attack goes up. Because see how our attack is now 7? I bet you that's what it is. Okay, I EMC'd our sentient sword so we can easily make it again. Yeah, I bet the higher the will, the higher the attack is. Alrighty, so we got our 64 will in our Petty Tartaric gem. Now that is the max that this gem can hold. We can make another gem eventually, but we do need to get to diamond first, and we haven't quite gotten there yet. And then we can make the lesser gem, which does hold more. So each gem up will make a better, will make a bigger capacity gem. But we haven't quite gotten there yet. So first up is silver. So we need tin. And we need that reinforced slate. So let's see. We have... Oh, we do have a reinforced slate. But I need to grab the tin. So I think we have everything. Let's head up. No. I think it's our Hellfire Forge, right? For this one. Yeah, Hellfire Forge. Gold. Medium covalence. Oops, I forgot the medium covalence dust. And dust. Alright, so we have our dust, and I think we should have everything now. So let's put everything in here. I think it's just a 1-to-1 for everything, right? Let me just make sure. Yeah, everything is 1. So we have 1 medium covalence dust, gold, tin, 1 of those. 1 tin, and our reinforced slate, and then we just need to give it our Petty Tartaric gem. It's gonna go ahead and craft the silver. There we go, we have our silver finally. Woohoo! Alright, now we can EMC our silver. Perfect. So now we can pull out our silver when we need to. So we did get that. All right, that gives us some more blank slates. It also gives us the Thermalpedia, which I guess is the book for the thermal mod, but we already have quite a bit of machines from the thermal mod, so I'm not too worried about that. But next up, we do have nether quartz, but I did already get some nether quartz just from exploring in the nether. So that one, we can actually skip that. It does tell us here you can crush it. Crush any of the unique vanilla stone types to get some quartz dust and use a thermal crystallizer to create nether quartz. You can also do spirit focusing from malum to make quartz, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I already had some from just exploring the nether, so we did not need to do that. So let's put some of this stuff away. All right. But we do still need to get into glowstone. So for this one, it says spirit focused with an alchemical impetus and infernal spirits. So this one is what's going to take us into malum. Now we haven't gotten into malum yet, but we did just do a whole lot with blood magic. So I think we're going to leave this episode alone with just blood magic. And we're definitely going to get more into blood magic because I did realize the sword does level up the fuller your soul gem is. So my Petty Tartaric gem, once it got to 64 will, my sentient sword got to 7.5 attack damage. So that is significantly better than an iron sword. So we're actually going to go ahead and use this sentient sword for most stuff now. We do not have any more souls, but we'll fill that back up pretty quick with our mob farm and everything. We can fill up our Petty Tartaric gem. And then we'll be able to get a better gem once we get into diamonds and stuff. So definitely looking forward to doing some more work. I know we've done a lot here, but we have a long way to go still. We need to get into malum next, and yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing on and hopefully get into diamonds pretty soon, but glowstone first. So thank you everybody for joining me. I greatly appreciate all of your continued support. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also subscribe if you do feel so inclined. I'm Cy Strikling, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.